What's up, everybody? Aaron with Aaron Unwinds and Why We Love Horror back with another episode in the Friday the 13th franchise. We're on to number 8. We're taking on Manhattan. Jason takes Manhattan. That is Friday the 13th part 8. We just keep going. This time we're trying something different. For one, this is one of the, I think maybe the second Friday the 13th movie that's purely a first-time watch for me. So there's that. This one and the next couple are first-time watches for me. So there's that up until Jason X. But I didn't know a whole lot about this movie going in. Just in general, the first 2/3 of the movie are on a boat. That was disappointing, but not surprising, I guess. It would have been hard to film the whole movie in New York, but yeah, it's like a college graduation or some sort of group of 80s college kids who look like they're 30s and 40s. One of which, their like uncle is like the teacher on the boat. And yeah, overall, I'll just get some highlights of the movie. On the boat, particularly, the girl who's clearly not playing a guitar was a highlight for me. Right from the beginning, she's like being filmed by the weird videographer guy. Then eventually Jason, who just like gets onto the, I'm gonna have myself. Jason gets alive because he gets brought back to life because an anchor hits a wire and electrocutes him back to life while two teens or college kids are having sex on a boat. And then he just like hitches a ride to New York with these kids and kills them all on the boat along the way. Killing the rock star girl was my favorite, even though they didn't show it with the guitar. And the old man who gets who's on the boat playing the Ralph character this time gets put into a vat of toxic waste. Other than that, like the first hour of this movie is terrible, honestly. They eventually get to New York. Jason kills some drug addicts and becomes a hero for like 5 minutes, so that's weird, but great. Good Kane Hodder work as well. I really liked Kane Hodder. His performance is very physical in this movie, so there's that. There's some kind of attempts at humor. He like shows his face to a group of thugs at one point who run away. Yeah, there's all sorts of just weird stuff in this movie. And then, of course, the kill that I did know about going into this movie, but it still was shocking nonetheless. Tony the boxer. Just unloading on Jason for 2 minutes or so. And then he stops and he's like, give me your best shot, which I'm not sure why he thought that would be a good idea. His head gets punched off. That's silly. That's weird, I guess. The director of this movie, Rob Hedden, never did another movie that I've heard of. You May Kiss the Bride came out in 2011, but I'm gonna assume that was shit. Yeah. Other than that, yeah, we're just all around like having a disaster here, with Jason Takes Manhattan, as you can hear in the background. But either way, we get to the end of the movie. When Jason's killed in this movie, really odd, he turns back into an 8-year-old boy. So sorry if those are general spoilers, but, we're going to get to the ratings of this movie and move on from Jason Takes Manhattan. Starting with our traditional rating. Yeah, this is bad movie. I think the worst perhaps so far for me. So I'm going to give it 2 videotapes here. Yeah, it's not a good movie. It's not one I'd revisit. I'd have trouble getting through the first hour plus of the movie again. But enhanced, we'll boost it up to a 3. Why not? The 3 leaves out of 5 there. Because, you can have a good time with this movie and laugh at like the obviously bad guitar playing where she's not even like plugged into an amp and it's still working, and just like weird shit like that. The weird dynamic with Uncle Charles, which they show like later in the movie, pushing Rennie into the water, making her afraid of the water. There's like weird attempts at psychological horror that don't work like most of the Friday the 13th movies, but particularly this one. So that's going to do it. Before we take off, obviously I want to mention the Letterboxd challenge. There it is right there. Follow it, catch up, get ahead like John and I, whatever you want. On the channel, Why We Love Horror TV on Sundays, we're finishing up Dexter right now. We have two more episodes of Dexter Resurrection remaining. Then we will move on to something else, whether it's Alien Earth or otherwise. Mondays, John Versus. Tuesdays, Why Liv Loves Horror. Wednesdays, you're here, Aaron Unwinds. Thursdays, Why We Love Horror. Letterboxd Challenge Watch Long Show. We go into in depth about the Letterboxd watch from that week. And Fridays, 2 episodes of Why We Love Horror Trivia. So for John and myself, everybody at the channel, we will see you next time. Peace out.